So, good evening, friends. And here I'm sitting with a client of mine, and I just met her a week back, and it's eighth day.
Yeah.
And she'll tell about what she was facing in some time, and she was not able to come out of a relationship, and that was eating her head and ruining the quality of her life, and she was not able to perform well in work, office, home, because all of these loop of thoughts used to affect her. So, over to you. What was happening in your life?
So I was into a relationship. It was very badly ruining me, and as you said, was eating up. Every time I cross a road, every time I see something, or every time I come across his name somewhere, I just get taken up by the whole memories. I just go back and just stay there, and this was really stopping me from moving forward in my life.
And how did it affect your relationship with your family?
Like I find it's like you just lose trust on all the people around you. You really don't want to trust anyone around you.
So, when we met before, you told me you have started not to trust people,
Yeah,
and that was one of the things which we worked last week.
exactly.
And then what happened? What shifted in the last 7 days?
So like I thought holding upon to your past is like it's not doing good anymore, rather than it's ruining you. So there was this intention to talk to more to people, like just be in the present rather than thinking about what will happen in the future, or what someone will give to you in the future.
Mm-hmm.
So just be so just to talk, like for example, if I'm talking to someone and not thinking about whether that person will cheat you or use your vulnerability or something like that, just let it go. Just trust the person for that time being and just talk to the person and let
But this
go.
wasn't your philosophy last week.
Of course not.
Last week when we were talking about trust, and when I was asking you how do you feel about trusting friends, trusting your colleagues, trusting your family, you had images, you had all sorts of theories which tell trusting people is bad, and you also had fear of marriage,
Yeah,
right?
of course.
So in this process of coaching, we found that there are loop of thoughts which she thinks naturally, which allows her to feel all the miserable feelings. And so I would like to hear, how did you feel? How did you work with those images, pictures, and all the internal chatter, and how did you overcome it?
So there was few techniques which my coach told. Like can I tell the switch?
Yeah.
Yeah. The swish method.
The coach is Antriksh, okay?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
The swish method where you just have two images. One is like your good memory and one is your bad memory. Just throw the bad memory up above the sky, just like a cricketer hits the ball and it's gone. And just the happy memory stays.
It sounds very simple, and yes, it is simple. And today we also like figured out a way, and like probably I've done that long back, but then I've taught you today how to fall out of love. Can you
Exactly.
share the formula?
This is really fascinating for me. Like it is not only to fall out of love, but also reverse method. The same method can be followed reverse to fall in love. So basically, he made me hate the person and just like say, not even
5 minutes.
Yeah, not even 5 minutes. So like basically, I thought all the good memories to be disgusting by thinking something disgusting, like say wall of cockroaches. So the good memory and the wall of cockroaches. So it was like, no, I don't want it. I'm just pulling
So
it away.
making it simple for you people, it was like she couldn't overcome her ex because she still had little love, like in the corner of the heart for him, and she really wanted to get over because she is open for new future. And that's when we did some rewiring with her brain, and we took the emotions of disgust, emotions of running away, and we attached it with the ex.
Good
And
memories.
yeah, and then we took all the uh, memories and sorted it out, and now every time she thinks about her ex, she is very comfortable and she is open for her new future.
Yeah,
And
that's it.
trusting, coming back to the trust, you told me something very profound today. Like you spoke to your mom for long.
Yeah.
Tell me something about it and tell me your experience on it.
Okay. Basically, I was not a person who was attached to the family, so I spoke to my mom for 3.5 hours long, like explaining her what had all happened so far, and just opening up what I felt like to have opened up. And I really don't remember when I spoke to my mom. So for even like for half an hour in last 24 years, I don't remember that. So that
Every
was
time
really
we
scary.
approach our family, we have different filters attached to it. Like, will they allow me, or will they actually accept me the way I am, or will they think the way I'm thinking, or will they actually understand what I'm going through? And all these filters just stops us telling our heart out to anyone, our friends, family, and particularly our parents. And she had aversions to her family last week, and that's what, like, she had like unhappy memories associated with it. And we did a pattern in which she deleted selectively the memories which were limiting her engagement with her family. And what happened was she just opened up to her mom, and next 2 months are not gonna be easy for her because she's gonna face all her ghosts. But now she has courage, she owns up her shit, and she is also proactive about working on it. And more than that, she has capabilities to sort and techniques to work with and also help herself. And I'm really curious how her life would be, because like last week when I spoke to you about your relationship with your family, you were like, no, I don't want to mend it at all.
Not even take a step towards it, no.
Yeah. And today, after 7 days, she tells she spoke to her mom for 3.5 hours, and say 6 months down the lane, I see a very happy family down the lane. Are you excited for your life?
Of course.
So that's me, Antriksh, signing off for the day, and happy life.